Comes out today that Zach Wilson is going to start for the New York Jets. The number 2 overall pick from the 2021 NFL Draft is going to start for the New York Jets. Now, it's very rare that you have a number 2 overall pick that you are looking forward to facing. And I'm not trying to look past the New York Jets at all. He was number 2 for a reason. He's a very talented young man. However, mentally, he got some growing up to do. He also holds on to the ball for a very long time. And it's sad that we are looking forward to facing him more than Mike White. Mike White was not cleared by the doctors to play. He has been practicing all week, and he thought he was going to play. Robert Saleh thought he was going to play. And he just announced yesterday, Robert Saleh, that Zach Wilson was going to be number 2 and that Joe Flacco was going to be number 3. Now, I would love to face Joe Flacco. Super Bowl winning champion, but it's time to go. It's time to go, Flacco. And I would love to face him. But the reality is we are facing Zach Wilson. Now, I don't think Zach Wilson is going to win the starting job back. The Jets are on a 2-game losing streak. And even if Zach comes in and wins this game, he's not going to, I don't think he wins the starting role back. Because Zach Wilson has lost the locker room. His teammates, you cannot get up there and throw your teammates under the bus. As the leader of the offense and of the team on both sides of the ball, you have to take responsibility, even if it was even if it wasn't your fault. You have to take responsibility. And Zach didn't do that. Now, that's that maturity I was talking about that he needs to form. He needs to grow into. He got a lot of work to do, man. A lot of work. Got to work on his mentality. But he will start on Sunday against the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell is not fazed by this, though. He said, we kind of had an idea. We're ready. We knew he was going into the game anyway, so we figured we were going to play him. Before Wilson's benching in Week 12, the second-year quarterback, this is coming from Pride of Detroit, had a 5-2 record in his 7 starts in 2022, but posted pedestrian numbers of a 55.6 completion rate, 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, with a quarterback rating of 72.6. Now, if you guys remember, after the New England Patriots, the Jets were once 5-2. They are currently sitting at 7-6, which means that they have gone 2-4 in their last 6 games. Zach Wilson's last action was that abysmal showing where they put up 3 points and lost to the New England Patriots in a game that was going to go to overtime if they didn't let him return the ball, right? Yes, Quentin Williams is injured as well. According to Dan Campbell, he will not play. And that is a huge, huge uptick for the Detroit Lions. 11 sacks on the season. 11. That's up with there with Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, I think, has 15, somewhere around. It's just a nightmare. He was killing them yesterday. He was killing that right tackle. But how this bodes well for the Lions. It bodes well for the Lions because Zach Wilson, his defense carried him a lot of them games. And now the Detroit Lions are going to face him in Week 15. Motivated C says, no Mike White, no Quentin, no Corey Davis, just trying to hand us the game. See, I didn't know about Corey, but that's bigger as well. So we got to worry about Sauce. We got to worry about Garrett on offense. The Lions can win this game, man. The Lions can win this game. Thomas says 49ers defense is next level. Man, you ain't lying. Flying everywhere. And that's the team I don't want to play. But before we even sniff that, we got to get past these pesky Jets. The Jets, the Seahawks, the Lions could all be 7-7 at the end of Sunday. And don't forget, we have Saturday games as well. So how do you feel that Mike White is going to be out. Now, I kind of knew he wasn't going to play because if you watch the Buffalo Bills, it was almost like they had a vengeance against this guy. I'm telling you, the hit that I saw that really put him out was this. I think it was Milano, man, came unblocked and just completely decimated, folded Mike White in half like you were folding a piece of paper in school. I mean, he just in the middle folded like one of those comic cartoons where a character gets hit in the stomach and they fold in half and all their air comes from there. That's how bad that hit was. And I'm just like, how is this guy going to play? How is this guy going to play? But turns out he is not. Zach Wilson's going to get the start. Now, I want to know from you guys. Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions are ready, but how are you feeling? Are you feeling that is going to give us the advantage when it comes to the New York Jets? And I think we're going to need that advantage. We talked about yesterday where the Jets defense ranks, and it's pretty high. I don't think any statistical category is lower than 20, but I think most of them are in the teens. I think they are in the teens. So for me, I'm looking forward to this. But at the same time, Zach Wilson was the number 2 overall pick. And you know what else is kind of intriguing about this Zach Wilson situation is you have a Wonderlic test. You got all these interviews pre-draft. And you got to believe that these red flags for Zach Wilson and his mentality were there. Did somebody miss them? Did somebody overlook them? Did they try to tuck them under the rug? But you have to believe that somebody somewhere saw this inside of Zach Wilson before they took him number 2 overall. And even though Trey Lance, but you don't see this from Trevor Lawrence. You don't see this from when Trey Lance played the little bit he did. You don't see it from Justin Fields. You see a little bit from Justin. You don't see it from Mac Jones at all because Bill not going for that. But Zach Wilson, you had to believe that somebody somewhere in the scouting department, somebody saw this. And it's so bad in from what I understand with the New York Jets, they could be moving on to this from this guy. They really, the 2nd overall pick in 2021, it's possible that they might, rumors are, they could be trying to move from this guy. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Is this an advantage for the Detroit Lions that Zach Wilson will be in instead of Mike White?